Vicki, can you hear me? Vicki, can you hear me?
Vicki, can you hear us? Oh.
Vicki? Hey man, that was an unknown.
I didn't watch it. I don't have it.
I thought we were gonna defeat.
Watch it. Yeah. The girls play. All right, before we start tonight's meeting, I invite you to pledge allegiance as you so good luck. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I call the Grant County School Board meeting to order at 6:35 on November 17, 2022. Are there any modifications to the agenda?
I have the action needed item for the recommendation to approve the resolution regarding supplemental payments for the Brown County Education Association Master Contract.
Do I have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the resolution regarding the supplemental payments for master contract? I so moved. Second,
I'll second.
any discussion? Roll call.
Carol?
Yes.
Amy? Yes. Stephanie?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next,
I have the recommendation to approve the first round of transportation contracts for 2023 through 2027.
motion to accept the recommendation to approve the first round of transportation contracts for 23 through 27.
Also move.
I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Carol?
Yes.
Amy? Yes. Stephanie?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the consent agenda item for the appointment of Helmsburg Elementary School after-school care supervisor Katrina Root, $14.75 per hour, part-time with no benefits, effective November 21st, 2022. This is a replacement for Anna Bogue.
Do I have a motion to accept the consent agenda item modification for the Helmsburg after-school care supervisor Katrina Root, $14.75 per hour, part-time, no benefits, effective November 21st, 2022.
I so move.
I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Carol?
Yes.
Amy? Yes. Stephanie?
Motion carries. Next, we have recognition of visitors and comments from the audience on any topic that is not on the agenda that you wish to share information with us. Yeah, okay, with that, we have presentation.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Christy Reitzman, and I'm the Director of Curriculum Learning. for Brown County Schools. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of information with you about the Career Resource Center and thinking about some of our priorities and sharing with you some of our student outcomes and what we're doing at the Career Center. Also, I'll be sharing the budget for 2023 with the board tonight. I'm going to go ahead and pass one of these out to all of you. So for those of you that are not familiar with the Resource Center, we have been in existence since 2002. And we serve mainly an adult population anywhere from age 16 and up. Our new location is at the Educational Service Center. So some of you may remember the old gray building right next to the Fifth Third Bank. But last October, we got to move to the new building. I couldn't be more thankful. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, we have space. If you look at the parking lot when you go out tonight, they may be gone by the time, no, they'll probably still be there. Parking lot's full. It is a great sight to see when you come out. We have tonight going on electrical, CCMA, we have a women's entrepreneurship group in there called Mix, Mangle, and Manifest that's coming to hold their meeting there tonight. And it's busy, so it's good to see. Yeah.
CNA means certified medical assistant.
Absolutely. Certified medical assistant. Yeah, my acronyms. Our mission has been the same since 2002. We have not changed. We are here to offer educational opportunities, individual counseling and career-related services intended to improve the quality of life and earning potential through lifelong learning. The individual benefits provided by the CRC become a cumulative benefit for the community as a whole, both economically and through intergenerational transfer. So I shared with you that we host a lot of adult education classes. But what's unique about our adult education center is that we also host community classes for lifelong learning. So that is fairly unique if you look at other adult education centers around the state. Tonight, I'll just share with you too that we are a small team, a very small team. Everyone on here is part-time except for me. Excuse me, Debbie Hilligoss is part-time, or full-time with the corporation as well. She's our administrative assistant at the front of the building. So if you haven't been in the building and you check in, please buzz the system and Debbie will let you in. We have an adult education teacher who is certified, that's Sheila Popwell. Our evening adult ed teacher, who is also certified and a retired teacher from Brown County Schools, is Brenda Krieger. And our jail instructor is our former CRC director, Dave Bartlett, who's also a certified teacher. And then I've just introduced myself. Elaine Lavelle is our adult education coordinator. She also is a retired teacher from Brown County Schools. We love our retirees so much. They do a lot for us. So that's our team. And at the Career Center, we have, this is kind of our slogan, what's your path? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What are your goals? So a lot of our signage and things will say, what's your path? So you have in front of you, and I'll leave some out for tonight too. This is a new rack card that we had created this fall that shares with you student outcomes. What have we been doing? What's the data around what we have been offering? And so we've got that printed for you on the front there. I'm not going to go through every piece of it, but you can see that since 2016, look at that, 16,965 plus hours of certified classroom hours by our instructors. Again, it is somewhat rare sometimes to find certified teachers who are always teaching adult education. Some are not, they are in our program. So you can just see the numbers as they go through there, 40 plus certified clinical medical assistants. And that program just started less than 3 years ago. And they're small classes, but that was a new program that was brought on in partnership with Ivy Tech Bloomington. Phlebotomy was a new one that we held in the fall. So that's why you only see 5, or a little few more than that, I think. Master electricians, though, that program has been around for years. And those individuals are over there tonight, also preparing to certify. And then nursing assistants, that's another big program that we offer and have for many years. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about some of the numbers that we have since 2016, and this does not include anything we have currently going on right now. This was data around.
I can't hear them. They're at their meeting now, but I can't hear them.
So the other part, I'll try to speak up a little bit. I don't want to sound like I'm screaming. But the other student outcomes that I'm not going to share all of tonight, we have specific student goals that are set for us according to our adult education grant that's written in Region 8. So when we think about priorities, the priorities for the district align very closely with our adult education goals that we receive from our grant. The next, one of the other priorities here in the district is school, family, community engagement. So just thought I'd share a picture with you. Last night we had career night for CCMAs. You're just seeing the back row here of our CCMAs and one of our instructors there, the pink vest, Sharon. But we had Jessica Smith, the Director of Human Resources for Columbus Regional Health, that was with us last night. And ID Tech, along with Jessica from CRH, we had our career night. So they were sharing opportunities with our students, one of which is an externship for 2 weeks, 20 hours at CRH, where students can go in and they can watch and be part of a doctor's office, and they can choose which facility they want to go into and observe for those 20 hours before deciding to apply and determining where they want to be for their job. So I thought that was a really nice partnership that Columbus Regional is offering. Also, just wanted to share with you that school, family, community engagement really is all about also various partnerships. We are partnered with Vincennes University as well. They were the ones that provided our phlebotomy class. And so we are always looking for those types of partnerships to provide courses for students. This is our CNA community, right? We talk about community, it's our certified nursing assistant community. These are pictures from the clinical site, Brown County Health and Living, and our current students right there in the middle, and then some of our students working on blood pressure this past. They went to the facility for the first time this week, and they'll be there for 6 weeks now before they complete their certification. And then when we think about recruitment and retention, I'm not sure if any of you are seeing this around or not, but every day we have a daily Facebook post that goes out. I just cut a couple of them out to show you and share with you. So if you're not following us on Facebook, we ask that you check that out. We want to make sure that we're sharing information about adult education in Indiana and what we're doing, and then maybe something fun like our new t-shirts that we have that we're utilizing for all of our orientations. Every student goes through an orientation now when they come in for a class or a course, regardless of if it's equivalency or certification. And I have shirts for all of you as well before you go. Coming towards the end, I just wanted to share with you, we put something in the dinner as well. If you're not seeing an article written by me, then you're seeing some sort of ad that's sharing information about what we're doing. Our slogan last year was "We're here for you." We're about to change that to a new slogan coming up in 2023, but that gives you an example of what we're putting out every month. So part of retention, recruitment and retention is making people aware that we exist and what we do. So through ads, through Facebook posts, through newsletters. Some of you probably receive the emails from me that come out monthly. I also put them out via Parent Square for our school community. We're trying to send the message about what we do. And then this is another priority. And whoever thought I'd be taking a picture of a bunch of crock pots, like as I stood there taking it, I'm like, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because it makes people happy, right? We had today our crock pot Friendsgiving, and we just, it's going to cover tomorrow too. So what we didn't eat today goes into tomorrow. But happy staff, happy students. We know that when our staff is enjoying their work and what's happening, our students are too. And that doesn't matter if you're in kindergarten, 5th grade, or you're an adult. So we had Friendsgiving today, and then you see another picture there of one of our CNA students. She came over today from her clinical experience because she's finishing up her WIN Essential Soft Skills certification. So they take an online certification test, and she'll come out of our program with her CNA and her WIN Soft Skills certification. And really, that just brings me to our financials that I always share with the board yearly, just so you're aware of what's happening and what our CRC steering committee is looking at. I met with the committee last week, and they approved the budget, and I'm bringing to you tonight. So I'll just click on here, I think, and we will share with you our total revenue for this coming year in 2023. We anticipate will be $360,300. If you see a note next to one of the descriptions, it's there for a purpose, and that's to describe to you a little bit more about what each of those descriptions is about. So you'll see that under endowments, that figure varies from year to year. Under grants, that varies from year to year. Grants are not always guaranteed. They're usually not guaranteed, and they fluctuate. That particular grant is that way. The adult education grant, same way, not guaranteed at this level every year. We had an incredible year last year, and our adult education grant, a $101,000 grant, it has never been that good. I'm happy and proud of that. However, the sustaining of that over time and whether or not we'll still get those same funds from the state and the region is always kind of up in the air. So something to point out. And then show you that since 2022, we have increased our, okay. Our expenses are listed below, and I think you'll be happy to see that for this year, our expenses do not exceed our revenue. But I need to explain a little bit. Under CRC salary and benefits, that is the lowest salary and benefits you have ever seen come out of the Career Resource Center and may ever see unless staff is directly impacted with cuts. And the reason is that we have part-time people. We have 3 part-time people. Some of them are working as low as 4 hours a week. The maximum is 28 hours a week for people. And you will also see that my salary is not included in here. I am currently serving the district in 2 capacities, and that salary and benefit does not include mine as director. So I just wanted to point that piece out because that is a notable difference from perhaps years past. Contracted services, not any different there. If you go on down, all those contracted services, those are our occupational teachers. We pay them by contract. And then HSC contracted service, we've had some wonderful volunteers over the years, but testing has changed a bit and the training has changed a bit. We are paying for someone to come in and administer those tests, so that's a cost. Materials, you'll see just gave an example there. And then we are purchasing our own technology that's set aside there. And then professional development is required in adult education. And so we attend our state association conferences each year, myself, our teacher, and our coordinator. And then total expenses are listed there at $214,200. So that's just an overview of our financials for 2023. And I think it's important to make sure that you all see that $148,000 comes from the referendum. So with that, I'll make sure you all get t-shirts tonight. I'll leave some of the wrap cards on the back. And if you have any questions, I can answer.
Thank you, Ms. Christie.
You're welcome.
All right, well, we've been talking about adults. Now we're gonna switch to talk about our littlest of learners, our preschoolers. So a couple weeks ago, I came to you with some information about playgrounds, and we have money from the state, grant money from the state that we are gonna be purposing toward preschool specific playgrounds at Holmesburg Elementary, Spurnick Elementary, Van Buren Elementary, and at the Educational Service Center. It's really necessary that we have playgrounds that are specific for specific age groups. So right now, our kids that are playing on playgrounds that are meant for kids 5 years and older really have to have very few things they can actually play on, and they have to play on a lot of, temporary kind of equipment on blacktop adjacent to the playground. So through state pandemic relief funds, we have had the opportunity to upgrade our playground facilities. So what you see in front of you, actually I had 3 proposals from 3 different companies. The criteria for proposal, the criteria for even me showing you those proposals, it was only met by one of the vendors. So that's the one that you have in front of you. There are very few folks that really know how to do outdoor education spaces, and that's really what we wanted to see is an outdoor educational space. If you remember me just a minute ago, this is pandemic relief money. One of the things that I think we want to be prepared for is being able to go outside and do productive educational work outside in science area, art area, motor area, all those kind of literacy, gazebo is going to be one of the things that you might still see on the itemized list of what will be put outside, so that we can actually do productive education outside if we need to do that. We just want to be prepared, and so this opportunity is kind of a unique opportunity, and taking advantage of it is really good. So you have all the proposals. I'm here to answer questions about them. I can walk you through each one if you want me to. You'll see that each area of the playground is listed out with itemized equipment and areas for play and learning next to them. Each one is priced out. The nice thing about that is if we start into the project, I know how much we have to spend. And I will, if we need to take out an area because something costs more than we thought, we can literally just extract one cost. So this company is incredible. And so Adventurous Child only does playgrounds for kids birth to 5. That's it, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So any questions you have for me?
Start to finish.
In terms of what, timeline?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. So,
Contracted.
yeah, so I'm, presenting this proposal to you this evening, and then the procurement of the equipment that they would need to be able to break ground on these playgrounds begins now. So we would make an advance payment to them so they can start procuring equipment and literally building things. We're going to have something called port in place rubber, which is safe and wheelchair accessible. So there's just a lead time that a company needs in order to be able to prepare. So the idea would be that this spring, all the sites now are actually ready for playground. As of this past week, Wagner's took care of excavating the site behind the early education center. So there is no more equipment. Our Rotarians in Brown County paid for that project completely, the excavation of that. So the equipment's been removed. The land has been flattened, prepared, strawed. So it's ready for actually now the wall to be looked at, because we have that failing wall, which is not acceptable for that part. So with that, all the sites are prepared. Helmsburg, Spurnick, Van Buren, the next step for them through the same grant funding will be, Helmsburg does not have fencing yet around the playground there. So that actually is going to be happening over the next few weeks. Jimmy and I met with the gentleman that does our playgrounds and his company does our fencing. Spurnick already has its fence that's been installed this past summer because it was a little more expensive. Van Buren fencing will also be a few months, and then playground next spring, summer, hopefully everything will be finished sometime next fall. There is an expend by date on this funding, so we
What is that date?
this is ESSER money for specifically early childhood that came through FSSA. And that final date, I think, is December of 2023. So we have about a year to get done. But I guess started this process almost a year ago, so it takes a while to get.
And the estimates you've given us for each of the playgrounds is already then within your budget from the ESSER
Oh my,
funds.
yes, yeah. Mhm. Each site received originally about $80,000 for each site. So we have completely done work on the inside. That's why there's been new furniture, safe furniture, no sharp edges, all preschool size. Yeah, all that's been done this year, and then subtracted as soon as I started getting estimates in, and I saw like the quality of this estimate and how much I just started setting the money aside. So completely paid for.
And I know you talked about this, but it's set aside from the bigger kid playground, right?
Yes.
Does it have like a closing fence so that it?
Yes, so in Helmsburg, this site is actually, and there's a drawing, I think they're in your packet. It's actually tucked behind the building itself. The kids will have access to the butterfly garden that's there. The pond is there, but of course there's fencing there already, so we'll be connecting to that fencing. That fencing project's about $7,000. There'll be a gate that enters from around the sidewalk, around the front of the building, so they'll have an entry. And then at Spernica, it's actually on the complete opposite side of the playground, the K-5 kids play on right now. That side of the building used to be where our kindergarten playground was years and years and years ago. So some of the areas already blacktop fenced, and so that will actually go behind the building. And then at Van Buren, it will be adjacent to that space, but it'll be fenced off. There's all the regulations require that it be fenced off, and there'll be a gate wide enough for our mowers to do their mowing work. But other than that, it'll be secured.
Anything else? Thank you, Ms. Deb.
All right, you're welcome.
Next is discussion items. We have none. Next is approval of public session minutes from November 3rd, 2022. Do I have a motion?
That's a move.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Carol.
Yes.
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 Stephanie.
Yes.
And Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next is action meeting items.
I have the recommendation to approve the 2022-2023 collective bargaining agreement between the Brown County Educators Association and the Brown County Schools Board of School Trustees.
Do you have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the 22-23 collective bargaining agreement between the Brown County Educators Association and the Brown County School Board of School Trustees? Yes, I'll second. Any discussion? Thank you for getting a very difficult job. With that, roll call.
Carol.
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
Stephanie. Yes. Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the recommendation to approve a total donation of $13,027 from walkathon donors to Spernica Elementary.
Do you have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the total donation of $13,027.33 from walkathon donors at the Springfield Elementary?
So moved.
I'll second that. Any discussion?
Fantastic job.
Absolutely.
What a great community activity and very successful.
Definitely, that's what they've done before.
Yeah.
With that?
Carol.
Yes,
Amy.
Yes.
Stephanie.
Yes.
And Steve.
Yes.
motion carries.
I have the recommendation to approve the donation of $110.59 from Kroger to Spernica Elementary.
Do you have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the donation of $110.59 from Kroger to
Birmingham Elementary. And so moved.
Second. Any discussion? What's for, we appreciate it. Roll call.
Carol,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Stephanie,
Yes.
and Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the recommendation to approve the 4 proposals from the Adventurous Child for the design and installation of early childhood playgrounds at Helmsburg, Smyrna, Van Buren Elementary, and the Early Education Center. Each playground is funded through grant funding.
Do I have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the 4 proposals from the Adventure Child for the design and installation of the early childhood programs? So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'm just excited about it. Thank you for all the work. I can't even imagine the level of detail that you've gotten into as far as each
I've
one
learned
of
a lot.
those pieces. I have, I have actually in other projects looked at like purchasing playground equipment, and it is a very difficult and confusing thing. So for you to do 4 playgrounds all at once, and looking at, you know, all the cost pieces and the things that you need and making sure that it's all appropriate. So thank you for all your hard work on that, Debbie. I know it's just one of those jobs that somebody's got to do. So we appreciate having you. So thank you.
And emphasizing funded for grants.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Taking advantage of that is great.
With that,
Carol,
yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Stephanie,
Yes.
and Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I have the recommendation to approve the appointment of Cassie Stratton of Stratton Educational Services as a multilingual education consultant to Brown County Schools for the submitted statement of work for the 2022-2023 school year. This appointment is made pending the receipt of a background check, and total services rendered will not exceed $10,000.
Do I have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the appointment of Cassie Straighten of Straighten Educational Services as a multilingual education consultant to Brown County Schools per submitted statement for the 22-23 school year?
I should move.
Second,
A second.
any discussion? Roll call.
Carol,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Yes.
and Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the recommendation to approve Brown County Early Education Center toddler care fees at $37 per day, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and with an additional fee of $37 per week for extended hours.
Do I have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the Brown County Early Education Center toddler care fees as presented?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Once again, thanks for all that work.
I'm excited to be offering daycare. I'm always sorry that daycare costs as much as it does, but I know having been a parent here in the community with very limited daycare options, how important it is, and I am just very excited that this is something that we can grow and offer, and really excited.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Carol,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Stephanie,
Yes.
and Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I have the recommendation to declare the following inactive vehicles as surplus property and advertised for sale. You can see the bus vehicle number and description as listed.
Do I have a recommendation to declare the following inactive vehicles as surplus property and advertised for sale as presented?
So moved.
Any discussion? Thank you, Mr. Dennis. Appreciate that. And with that, roll call.
Carol,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Stephanie,
Yes.
and Steve.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the recommendation to approve the resolution regarding supplemental payments for the Brown County Educators Association Master Contract.
Do you have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the resolution regarding supplemental payments for the Brown County?
I so moved.
Discussion.
Yeah, these, I just want to reiterate this resolution regarding the supplemental payments. We have 3 employees that have recently obtained their master's degree. So this supplemental payment is allow them to change lanes and jump from the bachelor scale to the master's scale. So, and that legally has to be separate recommended item for approval.
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Stephanie?
Yes.
And Steve?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I have the recommendation to approve the first round of transportation contracts for 2023 through 2027.
You have a motion to accept the recommendation to approve the first round of transportation contracts for the school year 2023 to the 2027. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Thank you for all your work. Thank you for all your work. Everybody.
Carol?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Stephanie?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, consent agenda items.
I have, starting with the separation for Holmesburg Elementary School after-school care supervisor Anna Vogue, effective November 18th, 2022. Through the transfer of the Early Education Center paraprofessional Amy Sumter to the Early Education Center toddler teacher, effective December 2022.
There's a motion to accept the consent agenda items beginning with the separation of the Thomasburg after school care supervisor. And the EEC paraprofessional Amy Sumter to EEC toddler teacher effective December 27th.
So moved.
I'll second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I know Beth is here. So I just wanted to say hi and welcome.
Thank you.
And with that, roll call. Carol? Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Stephanie?
Yes.
And Steve?
Yes.
Motion carries and welcome aboard. Thank you. And with that, superintendent.
Yeah, I don't have a long report tonight. First, I just want to congratulate the 5 Lily finalists. We have Joey Dennison, Hadley Gradoff, Chase Austin, Lizzie Roush, and London Custer all announced as Lily finalists, and I believe that we get to hear who wins that in December. So very excited for them and want to congratulate them for all of their hard work and commitment. I want to thank the Brown County Educators Association for their hard work and in collaboration to be able to reach a contract for our teachers across the entire district. It takes a lot of work to do that, and we are grateful. So thank you for that collaboration. And then this evening, I want to thank Christy Reitzman for an incredible presentation about the CRC and adult education and all the work that goes into it. We as a district, as you know, have set 5 specific priorities to help guide us. And Christy has seamlessly taken those 5 priorities and applied them to adult education. And it's commendable. So thank you. Also want to thank Debbie Carmen. Again, reiterate your diligent process to get these playgrounds underway. As I think everybody has already stated, it is a process, and you pay attention to every detail possible to ensure that we do it right and we do it well. So thank you. And then Dennis Mills, again, thank you for your help with transportation, whether it be the excess vehicles and guiding us in what to do with that, to helping lead us through a new round of transportation contracts. I appreciate your leadership. Thank you so much. I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Can I say that we also welcome Doug Payne into our folds and welcome him with open arms, and you're gonna put your phone number right on the, an ad in the Democrat?
I lost my phone yesterday.
Oh, darn.
They'll give you a chair when I leave.
We've already put it through some interesting discussions so far, so we welcome him.
And we're gonna give Steve a little send off. So.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have a motion to accept claims as presented?
I so move.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Carol. Yes. Amy.
Yes.
Stephanie.
Yes.
And Steve.
Yes.
Motion carried. And with that, motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice to see someone in the audience.
Yes.